Hey, what's up, world? It's your girl, Receipts with Real, and today we're going to be talking about Mr. Brian McKnight, aka Mr. Brian McWhite, and it's about to get real interesting, so grab your water of choice, grab your wine, grab your tea, and let's get right into it. Recently, Brian McKnight took to social media on his Instagram page to announce his legal name change. And while on the surface that might sound innocent, I'm going to tell y'all why this man is deranged and he needs to seek help. His new social media post reads, "So proud to introduce our son, Brian Kanoa Makoa Jr., to the world with the release of my family and my new album lovingly created for him, Junior, because I am so proud to officially announce that I have legally changed my name to exactly match my legacies. My legal name is now Brian Kanoa Makoa McKnight Sr." Yeah, I probably butchered that name. It is what it is because it's Hawaiian, so it is what it is. But let me tell y'all why this situation is so troubling. Brian McKnight has been trolling his black children, should I say his first two children who are now adults. He has been trolling them for years. And the trolling started when he originally took to social media to accuse his underage daughter at the time of sleeping with a family member. None of what he said was true. She took him to court. They ended up settling out of court because this man defamed her character. I mean, can you imagine your father telling his worldwide fan base, his millions of fans, that you, as an underage child, slept with an adult in your family? Let's just pause and take a moment to think about how trifling and disgusting you have to be to release something like that to the world, which none of that has been proven to be true. So
then I respectfully ask you, why are you even on my page? Maybe you should ask yourself that too. Another thing a lot of people have been talking about is the lawsuit my adult daughter Brianna brought against me a few years ago. There's been a lot of misinformation about the case and a lot of people who don't know what happened acting like they do. I think it is important to clear up some of that misinformation. In 2020, my biological daughter, Brianna, sued me for defamation and breach of contract. I posted a page from the lawsuit here and the file number down below so you can look this up for yourself. And you will see that she did not ask for an apology or even ask that I remove the alleged false statement from the internet. All she asked for and all she wanted was money. The case was dismissed before there was any decision whether my statement about her was defamatory. We settled the case earlier this year, and I agreed to pay Brianna some money, but here's the interesting part. She sued me for defamation and breach of $1 million life insurance policy, and I agreed to pay her $318,000 with no admission of any wrong. You heard that right. She dismissed $1 million case in exchange for payment of $318,000 with no admission that I did anything wrong and no requirement that I retract my statement or remove it from the internet. If someone said that I did something I didn't do and I won a case proving that I didn't, I demand a public apology. I demand an acknowledgement of wrongdoing, and I demand a retraction of statements. The face value of that life insurance policy was $300,000 with $18,000 worth of interest. I did not defame her. I made no false statements. I made up no stories. You can do what you will with that information in deciding who you think won the case. I know that some people on the internet would rather not know the truth about what happened, but for those of you with an open mind...
So y'all heard that clown's response to how he publicly humiliated his underage daughter at the time. And that's pretty much his response forever, y'all. The way you hear him talking in that clip, there's plenty of more clips where that came from. And when he's asked about the way that he treats his son and his daughter, he talks in circles and he goes out of his way to paint them to be these horrible people. Mind you, his son and his daughter are by two different women. Okay? Because his son is by his first wife. So those allegations and all of that stuff that him and his daughter settled in court, all of that happened years ago. But what's happened more recently is nobody at all, Brian McKnight decides to go to social media and troll his children. He started doing this last year. He started posting the white children from his new wife. And I'm going to just read the captions because y'all not even going to believe. So he posts his stepson on Father's Day, and it says, "This is what Father's Day is all about. I am so proud to be your father. I love you and your baby brother, Brian, so much." And as if that wasn't enough, on his stepdaughter's birthday, his white stepdaughter, y'all see her, ain't a lick of black in her. "Today we celebrate you, Jules. On your birthday, your mom and I couldn't be prouder of you and couldn't ask for a better daughter than you. Happy birthday to the best daughter ever. Love you a zillion." Whew. Let's keep going. Our annual holiday family photo. Happy holidays from the 5 of us. Look at that beautiful family of 5. Brian McKnight, that Hawaiian family of 5. Because you see, pay attention to a lot of his hashtags, y'all. And now let's look at his bio. It says father of Julia, Jack, Kakoa Mateo, and Brian Kanoa Makoa. Nowhere in that bio is he mentioning his 2 adult children. See, this is the problem. The problem is not that he's celebrating his new family. The problem is that he's going out of his way to disown his black children. Because a lot of people are like, well, why does race matter? It has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with race. We not about to play this game, y'all. Because if he was truly happy in his new marriage with his newfound family, he would not go out of his way to edit his bio to only mention those kids. Everything he's doing is to only mention those kids. Now, y'all can go take a look at his social media yourself, because those posts that I read off to y'all were not the only ones. He made plenty of posts talking about how his baby Brian, the new Brian, is the one who officially made him a father. How now he finally knows what it's like to bring a child into this world with love. As if he never loved his other children. Talking crazy like he wasn't married to his other baby mama. What y'all are witnessing is a classic case of self-hate. And then to add to the self-hate, he's a narcissist. So you're witnessing self-hate, power, with narcissism. Y'all, this man is a ticking time bomb ready to explode. And I want y'all to know this. He do not care about nobody canceling him either. He don't care about, because first of all, we all know that cancel culture ain't real. And he don't care. The reason why I know that he doesn't care is because he's been called out about this so many times. And every time people call him out about it, he has like this grin on his face, this smirk on his face. It's like the more we call him out about it, the more he does it. Because see, most people, they would check their behavior, because that man Mike Epps, we going to get on him next. Mike Epps, he the same way. Oh yeah, we going to talk about it, but he made sure he erased all of his stuff. But Brian McKnight, let's get back to Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight gets a kick out of this. Like, if he was to watch my talk show right now, he would be watching it the whole time smiling. Something is wrong with him. Something is off about him. None of this negative publicity affects him, y'all. I want y'all to know that the more and more that he hurts his children, the happier he is. That's why it's not just narcissism. It's some self-hate going on there as well. He wants his other black children to hurt as much as possible. And then it's like he's adapted this Hawaiian culture like it's his, y'all. If you look at any of his photos or videos, he's not with black people. He's with Hawaiian people and white people. This man went and literally changed his name to a Hawaiian culture name. If you look at his hashtags, everything in his hashtags are from Hawaiian culture. So he has completely, disowned the black race. He somehow got it in his head that because he married this, European-looking Hawaiian woman, and she has her European-looking kids, that he's no longer black. And that's where the real problem comes in. Because there's a lot of people who disown their kids and they don't even speak on them. 50 Cent, for one. Oh, yeah, we're going to get on him. But he don't really speak on his son. He has spoke on him a couple of times, cracked a few jokes, but he not speaking on his son. This man, Brian McKnight, is going out of his way every day to let y'all know, I don't mess with those black kids. Stop tying me to them black kids. And just to let y'all know that I don't mess with them other kids, I'm about to change my name. In hopes that they would change their name, because his son is a junior. So he thought that his son would change his name. But this was his son's response. I'm not ashamed of the name my ancestors had. I'll never change the name my own son now has. We are witnessing an obscene level of self-hate that has reached mental illness status at this point. All we can do is pray for that man. And my new little brother, who we are all welcoming with open arms one day once he realizes who his real family is. And I got that from the Shade Room. So McKnight Sr., it says he faced backlash in May after online users began to dissect how he publicly values his wife, stepchildren, and youngest son compared to his biological children. What I don't understand is how his wife is willing to put up with this. How is she willing to accept this? Now, I know that a lot of women, they stick around for the money and they'll do anything to keep their husband happy, especially if he's rich. But at this point, lady, this man is publicly embarrassing you. Because as a woman, it's no way that you could think that he's making y'all look good when y'all step out in public and everybody knows how this man is publicly disowning his black children and throwing your white children in his children's face. Even if you don't care, I think at that point, I would have checked him. Because he making you look bad. He making the whole family look bad. And it's really disgusting. I've truly never seen anything like this. What I will say is that I think that a lot of men, black men, I'm sorry, they have this mentality. When they get rich, they move on. What Kanye West say? Okay. Y'all know what Kanye West said. When he get on, he leave you for a white girl. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. That's your preference. But the difference is a lot of them try to hide how they feel, and he's just being more openly blunt about it. The problem is he's going out of his way to troll his other children, and it's coming off like you hate them. And he really got to ask himself, what did his children do for him to hate them that much? They didn't do anything other than remind him of his younger self. And it's crazy because his daughter, she's fairly light-skinned. But at the end of the day, y'all can see what's going on. He don't want nothing to do with black at all. And it's just sick. It's really sick. And we got to start calling people out for this, y'all. We got to call these people out. 50 Cent. Mike Epps is another one. And Steve Harvey. All of them. Let's talk about it. Because a lot of people don't know that Mike Epps openly said that his older dark-skinned children is jealous of his new younger light-skinned children, because they look better and got good hair. And y'all, when I was trying to put this talk show together, when I tell y'all, I was searching and searching and searching, trying to find that clip where Mike Epps said that his black daughters was jealous of his mixed daughters. I couldn't find it. But I did end up finding it. I did, but it took me a long time. So what he did was he paid the media to have all of those clips washed off social media. And thankfully, somebody else on YouTube has the audio. So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all hear it. It's kind of grainy, but Mike Epps has been called out for being colorist to his children. And not only that, his light-skinned baby that, he was praying to God for and that he finally got, well, I guess she wasn't good enough for him either, because he photoshopped her. He photoshopped the mixed baby. And she had naturally curly, kinky hair. I guess her hair wasn't straight enough for him. It didn't come out how he wanted it. And so he photoshopped the baby, y'all. He photoshopped the baby to have straight hair. Who does that? That's sick.
I take a picture with all my kids, all the new cute ones in the front. One motherfucker picked the picture up and said, I didn't know you knew 50 Cent.
So Mike Epps is currently getting dragged for photoshopping a picture of his daughter. He photoshopped her face and gave her long, straighter hair. Here's the original photo, and here's the edited photo. But this doesn't surprise me, because Mike Epps been known for having a color complex and being a featurist. Here's him doing stand-up, talking about his fully black daughter and her mother.
No, I'll tell you who it was. It was her. It was the James Brown looking baby mama that did. I keep telling everybody this, like, woo, she was ugly. I said, I didn't know I was gonna make it.
Now all my older ugly kids is mad at my new cute kids. Better not go get remarried with a new, with some new kids with good hair.
So that should tell y'all all y'all need to know about this caption. What do y'all think about?
So there you have it. Mike Epps is just as bad as Brian McKnight, if not worse. But Brian is openly saying he don't want anything to do with his kids. And on the other hand, Mike Epps is like trying to cover it up. You really have to dig and dig for this footage, y'all. It's not on YouTube or anything. I don't know how he did that. And 50 Cent is another one. 50 Cent and his firstborn child, who looks almost identical to him, are estranged and pretty much always have been estranged since the little boy, I believe, he was 15. 50 Cent cut him off. He said that his son was disrespectful, had a smart mouth. It was all type of stories going around about that. And then his son, he did some crazy stuff when he ended up posting a picture with the ops and, somebody that was allegedly affiliated with the people who shot 50 Cent. So, of course, 50 Cent was upset about that, but it didn't start there. It always starts from the alienation. 50 Cent's son felt alienated, and he lashed out, and he thought that the only thing that he could do to get his dad's attention was to do something crazy, like take a picture with his enemy. Would you forgive your kid for that? Y'all comment down below and let me know. I don't know. Listen, I will say that I don't really have no defense for 50 Cent, but I will say that that's not something that he walks around talking about every day or bragging about every day. He talks about it when it's brought to his attention, but for the most part, I think that's something that he's still healing from. So I don't know. I think it might be a chance that him and his son could reconcile. Maybe. I don't know. But it is very weird how he goes around flaunting his biracial child, and he has a child who looks exactly like him that he wants nothing to do with. Moving on to Steve Harvey. Bring that ass here, boy. Yeah, you ain't off the hook. Y'all beloved Mr. Family Man Steve Harvey. A lot of people don't even know that Steve Harvey got older twin daughters. Dark-skinned, black, beautiful queens. Because we very seldom hear him talk about them, or we don't even see them together. We always see him with Lori Harvey, which is crazy because Lori Harvey, although she is his stepdaughter, she has no blood relation to him. And Lori Harvey is the one out here, you know, with all the glam and all the fame, and she be on social media bragging about how she don't have to touch her wallet when her dad is around. Of course she doesn't. But his two oldest children, his original family, they don't have access to him like that. He don't fool with them like that. And they've gone to the public and been very vocal about it. So this is becoming a common thing that I'm seeing. These men, before they are famous, they create black families. And then when they get famous, they get with a lighter toned woman or someone who is not black at all. And then they disown their biological children. It's sickening. It has to end. And we got to start holding them accountable for it, because at the end of the day, these are innocent children who are now growing up to be adults with resentment issues. They're going to grow up with daddy issues. Can you imagine your father being one of the most famous people on this earth and he don't even deal with you simply because he don't like your mom? That's not an excuse. Y'all men really got to start watching who you impregnate, because it's not right to just sit up there and abandon your children because you no longer get along with the mom. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole entire situation. It's really crazy. To me, Brian McKnight needs help. I think he's sick. I think all of the other situations that I mentioned to y'all, I think that there's some healing that can be done. And as far as Mike Epps and 50 Cent and Steve Harvey, I do feel like they could go to family counseling and those issues could possibly be resolved. But for Brian McKnight, there is zero chance. Absolutely not. I have zero faith. Nobody has any faith that he will change, because this man is sick. And there's some deeper issues going on with him. That's why you can't convince me that his marriage is perfect, because nobody who's that sick in the head could even maintain a perfect marriage. We're going to find out. It's some skeletons in his closet. When his wife divorced him, she going to tell it all. When she take half, she going to tell it all. But that's all the time that I have for y'all today. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. That's the best way to support me, is to subscribe. And leave your comments down below. Hit that notification bell. And I'll catch y'all next time.